果てなき空へ夢を叫んだ静かに咲いた胸の奥の罪誰かのために刃を取るのかそれともこの胸を貫くか海軍の
Hello. I'm S.O.C.K, aka The One Piece is Real, and welcome to the second session of Scorched Earth. Last session, we were introduced to three famous outlaws: Masaki Hoshiaki, known as the Pale Knight, Sakuna Aburame, known as the Bloodhound, and Viktor Taifu, known as the Dead Man. We followed these three as they began the perilous trial to become not just members, but officers of the infamous Band of the Black Falcon, the largest criminal syndicate in this world. They experienced the harsh desert heat, inhumane torment from guards like Husam and Naim, giant monsters, a group of bullies, the whole shebang basically. And along the way, they formed a friendship with fellow quote-unquote prisoners who are also trying to become officers, sharing their dreams with each other as they experienced shared hardship and stuff. And after all this, they were finally presented with their first dark trial. One key, one knife, one man leaves. The players must draw steel against the very bonds they formed, all in order to rise above. And that's where we pick up at the top of round 3, I think. And let me get the battle music going.
The One Piece is not real. I've been looking for it for years.
We'll find it one day.
I swear to God, if the One Piece
no
comes
1,000
up
episodes
here.
yet? I don't think so.
We find the One Piece here before Luffy.
Yeah, I'm going to be 58 years old by the time they declare what the One Piece is. But getting back into it, like I was saying, at the top of round 3, Sakuna, it's your turn as Safio has the knife in his hands and he's looking at you with a furious expression.
As soon as I got the cuffs off, I kind of twist my wrists, crack my neck, as thread begin to appear, forming into a kuzurigama, a chain scythe, in his hands.
Okay. So what is it, just like these blue strings that sort of coalesce into a...
It's a weapon made by blue strings and chakra.
Alright, is that a bonus action to do that, or is that, what are you doing on your turn?
It's a free action I have.
Okay, alright.
And then I will proceed to attack them with it.
Alright.
So I'll take one step closer since I have reached 1. And I can attack them within range, within a distance, and proceed to strike.
Once again, let me know if the music's too loud for you guys, because it's like way louder on my end.
So 12 hit.
Well, it doesn't hit either way. I was about to say, so this is one of his features called hard to hit. So when he's standing and unrestrained, attacks against him have a minus 1d6 penalty, unless he's flanked by 2 people. But either way, yeah, 12 still misses, even without the 1d6.
Go to my secondary attack.
Yeah, you have extra attack, so go ahead and make your second attack.
Yeah.
All right.
20.
Let me roll that 1d6 to see if that lowers it down to a 14. A 14 just misses. As yeah, like you swing the chain hand sight towards him, made of these strings and everything. It kind of makes that coiling sort of sound that wire makes when it's like against like a solid surface. But you see he like it wraps around his arm and he like bats it away and kind of knocks you off of your feet. So the second strike just barely like grazes his chest.
Actually, look at the weapon. Tactical. What does tactical mean again?
I think the tactical property for weapons gives let me see.
You're able to do special maneuvers with it. I remember that much. I just don't know what those maneuvers are.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm about to look right now.
Like, I know one is
I'm
like a
looking.
tripping.
Okay, so it doesn't +1 additional damage to a target for each rank of a physical condition it has. So that doesn't really come up because he's not under a physical condition right now.
And winding means I can charge the attack, right?
Yeah, winding, you can spend one attack action to give yourself advantage on the next attack with that weapon, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, but are you moving anywhere else in your
As a
turn?
bonus action,
Okay.
where does this do? What's that? No, oh, that'll be the end of my turn, actually.
Okay. Yeah, so it's with you two facing off and everything. The chain part of the hand scythe made of chakra strings kind of coils back towards you and stuff as you face off. And that will be Safio next. And Safio is going to, let's see here. Has he gotten the cuffs off? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure he got them off, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. Yeah, okay.
He got the cuffs off, and I call that bullshit, so I cocooned him, took my cuffs off,
Yeah,
and
okay, I
then
remember
whipped out a
that.
weapon.
Yeah, so he has the knife in his hands that you toss to him and everything. But you understand why they call him the Stone Fist now. As he walks towards you, you think he's about to use the knife. He crushes it in his hands and it kind of like dents and stuff, and he tosses it to the side as he goes to dash towards you. And he's going to use Leaf Gale as a bonus act. Wait, no, that's an action. I could have sworn that was a bonus action. But either way, yeah. He uses Leaf Gale and will do a spinning low kick to knock you off of your feet. So make me a dex save.
Absolutely. DC 16, understood.
Yep. Could have sworn Leaf Gale was a bonus action.
51.
21, that succeeds. So he does not knock you off your feet and will just make a regular attack as a bonus action. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes, my AC is currently 13 right now.
Yeah, because the chakra skin wasn't active. All right, so
Yep.
that is going to be 14 bludgeoning damage as he clocks you across the jaw with like that's probably the hardest you've been hit by the closest to a regular person. He's not a shinobi, but you know what I mean. He packs a punch. And that will be you, Masaki, as you face off against Yuji.
To ask, did I didn't activate the breaths.
Yeah, you have the
last
breaths
turn.
active right now. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Did I activate the first two or just one?
First two, if I'm not mistaken.
Copy. Just
Because I have it right
make
down right here
sure.
that you're concentrating on the breasts, so that's 1 and 2.
All right, good to know. And then with this, Misaki looking at him, and he'll ask a simple question. Do you want to fight this facing a man or beast?
He's very like visibly sweating from a mixture of emotional like conflict, and then also when you say that, he's just like I heard you were a spirit or a ghost wearing the skin of a man, so let's let one monster see another.
With that, he would bring a hand to his forehead as a mask would begin to form. I'll drop it in Discord here, but I'm assuming that it'll pop up for, afterwards. Let me
Yeah,
grab
I'll put it
mine.
in for post. I've been very interested to see what your mask is gonna look like.
Insert mask.
Yes. A plain white mask. Blue marking going down the left side of it. His eyes no longer what they were blue before. I'm going to just verify that. No longer the light blue, as now they're piercing yellow. Let me real quick subtract that chakra. And this is, again, he respects him very much. In his mind, to hold anything back would be the height of an insult. So this is gonna be it at full power. At least that I can make it. 20, 30, 40. So that's 40 chakra.
What the hell's about to happen?
I'm about to see.
Excuse you, 40 chakra?
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is about to
Wait,
happen?
what?
Yes,
Do you have an orbital cannon?
no, not
This
an
is the
orbital
orbital
cannon.
Gran Re Zero.
For people that haven't played Naruto 5e before, especially haven't seen this Shinigami class, definitely after you use it, just give a brief explanation as to your subclass and like what you're doing specifically. Because
I'm confused and I'm here.
yeah,
So for out of character explanation first, this is Shinigami class, very much Bleach. There's no other way to put it. This is the Pfizered subclass for it. We have some home rules here, but with it, the Pfizered mask grants a few specific abilities. The main one is a +2 for strength for each level of the mask. In this case, this would be level 3, the highest I could bring it. So that is a +6 to strength, +45 to speed, and +3 to AC. Along with I'm able to reduce damage. I'm able to maintain this for 5 turns.
Holy shit!
Yes. However, in normal sense, we're messing around with home rule here to try it out. In a normal sense, this is very limiting in how it can be used. Here, it's
it
a
does come with a
little
cost.
more
Yeah,
free. Yeah. So here, I have a little bit more I'm able to do with it. More just comes down to how long it can stay active. In this case, though, it is both his way of respecting his opponent as well as... No, yeah, it's genuinely just respect. Let me quickly just put that there, and yeah, with this, because it's still just bludgeoning with those. So that is my bonus action. I'm gonna spend my reaction. No. Because the first two are active, so I really don't see it. No, we're gonna keep it to this for now. So now, I'm gonna go in for just some simple strike. Just simple strike.
simple strike while you're a demon. Go ahead.
Yes. It's important to note it doesn't increase the chance to... Oh, you know what? And I'm gonna read one other thing real quick. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, blah, blah, blah. No, he isn't. Even if I can do that, he isn't going to do that yet. So D20 plus 11. Since I can, with extra attack, I'm just going to strike 2 times and then go off of it from there. A 16 and a 30.
16 and the 30 definitely hits. 16. I think he can try to make that miss, which is out. I think he's gonna try to do that.
It is a shame I don't crit on 19.
Let's see here. He's gonna use Mirage Blitz as a reaction, so that's 4 chakra right there. So yeah, he does like this spinning dodge. So the 16 misses, but the 30 hits, as he gets a +3 to his AC. And he is going to try to make an attack towards you, but that 10 misses. So he tries to like spin around and ducks underneath the sword swing and brings one up, but you're able to dodge that as well.
With this, it is important to know, even with blah, 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 if I could speak, the difference in speed is very clearly evident, as you know, increased 45 movement speed is pretty crazy. So that's that, and that's that. Oh, I forgot. It doesn't matter. It would have missed anyways. Good to know. I also do have that, so I'm gonna put that in here before I... Oh no, I have that right. I just added that on. Yep, nope. Never mind. I'm being a dumb. 1d4 plus 2d8. Where is it? Is it anything else? And that's +6.
I'll go ahead and have him roll his concentration check.
Copy. Then is this still an action? Go fairly there. Okay, it's not. So it's not this until later on. So yep. So it is just this right now. That is a 16 bludgeoning.
12 plus the combined ranks of what's being concentrated on. So he has to make a DC 14 chakra control check, and then I'll subtract the damage he takes.
Copy, copy.
17. Okay, so his chakra saber is still active. That is 16 damage as you slash into him.
As the yellow piercing eyes almost seem like they're glaring at him.
Mm-hmm. You can see he very much is extremely nervous, but he is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that will be.
All right. Yeah, I think all of you guys in your individual cells all feel this dark sort of energy wash over you. This very not foreboding, but this very grim sort of energy that makes your heart sink a little bit. He's just gonna use his action to make 3 strikes, but first he's gonna do throw pocket sand at you as a bonus action. So make me a Constitution save.
Okay, fair enough, I guess.
Respect.
He after you slash into him, he ducks down and grabs a fistful of dirt and throws it up into the air before he 24 succeeds. So you're just blind until the end of this current turn.
Copy.
So he's gonna make these 3 attacks, and they are with advantage since you're blinded.
Indeed. He has to beat a
2.
23 AC.
Only one of those hits. Is that a 17? Okay, yeah. So you gain 1 rank of bleeding because on a D20 roll of 17 or higher, he inflicts 1 rank of bleed. So just keep that in mind.
Copy. I'll take that damage here in just a moment.
I have to write down what round it is just so I know. All right, so that is going to be 8 slashing damage to you as he slashes into your chest. And that will be the end of his turn. Victor, it's your turn. Shoji goes before you, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep,
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah, he is kneeling on the ground trying to hold his intestines in his fucking stomach as he is going to Does he gamble with trying to take off the cuffs?
Will that help him in any way?
Good question. I think he's gonna take a chance at making a I believe it was DC 13 sleight of hand, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have
It says so on the key.
Fuck it. Yeah, no, it's I think I'm just gonna have him try to cast a jutsu. So that's gonna be a DC 20 chakra control. Finally. Final fucking lead, bro. Alright, so he is going to, as an action. Yeah, I know what he's gonna do.
Finally, he does something.
Yeah. He's going to cast a genjutsu on you. I'm gonna need you to make me an intelligence saving throw. As you see, he does a couple hand seals, and this smoky sort of energy washes over his face, and you see his face morph into something different, and it's like something you can't describe, but it's just all these different angles that are unfamiliar, and it causes you a lot of mental distress. So we'll see how you're feeling. 19, I believe, succeeds.
I would hope so. I only have a +1.
Yeah, his DC is 16, so you succeed against that. On a regular success. Okay, yeah, so nothing happens. This is pretty funny. Yeah, so this horrifying expression comes up, but you're literally a mercenary. You've seen more dead bodies than most people have seen their entire lifetime. So you're able to shrug off the effects and stuff, and Shoji is just going to try to make a unarmed strike against you.
Yeah, that hits.
Not exactly a bruiser, so it's just one bludgeoning damage. As he's having a rough time trying to like move and everything, so it's hard for him to gather the strength. I'll see if he gets his no, he doesn't get his recharge back. So that's going to be the end of his turn. As he is at your mercy now, very weakened.
He just brings up the blood Odachi above his head, as he says. Any last words?
He looks contemplative as he says, "May Kagutsuchi bless you," as he closes his eyes.
And you too. Now I better hit these attacks.
Well, I mean, if he's no longer resisting, I feel like, that should gain some benefit for you.
I think I'll just do it. Do you want to just do a coup de grace here?
I was gonna say I'm using the Ayetsu ability, Ayetsu draw, to add my level to the attack and damage.
I think you automatically hit with that because that's a +8 to your, that's a +8 to the attack and damage roll.
Yeah.
And then you already have like a +10 to hit.
11 with Odachi, blood Odachi.
Yeah, so you automatically hit either way. So
yeah.
No need to roll. Just tell me how you execute him.
As he says those words, I close my eyes for a second as I steady my breath. One single cut, clean, and completely through the neck. With a breath out, I bring the sword down, cleaving through his neck cleanly.
All right. Yeah, you decapitate him, and as the blood splatters onto the ground, his body thuds into the ground, and you see the green kimono that's on his person. The chest part kind of opens up a little bit as you see. Let's see.
A bomb?
You see on his chest is this. It looks like a seal at first, like on the outskirts of it. You can see like seal markings and everything in these different sort of equations. It's not something you're super familiar with, but you see it coils around to the center of his chest, and on the center of his chest is this tattoo that I don't think you've seen it before, but you've heard of various like cults that exist within this world and stuff that worship the numerous amount of spirits that in kami that people decide to worship, but this one is like this oni mask that is made of black and white flames that has the horns that come out of its teeth and come out of the top of its head and everything, and it appears to be breathing smoke that surrounds its flame lit form. And you see on the outskirts of it, it begins to glow red and gather towards the center, and then you see these red tendrils made of what at first is like black and white smoke but gradually glows red. It starts like almost emanating from his chest, and it kind of fills your vision a little bit before it just flashes red. And I don't know if you ever had a point in your life, in real life, like when you experience pain or something like that, or when something hurts so much that it takes a second for your body to register what's going on. It kind of like, it's a numbing pain that washes over the entirety of your body as this tattoo glows red. And I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw. You can attempt a history check to know what this is.
23.
Okay, all right, 23.
I need to know it. I'm winning.
You say you don't need to know what it is?
I don't need to know. My history is +1, okay? Actually, no, it's -1.
It was an optional thing. You don't have to know. It's just like up to
I
your
mean,
character.
look, you can roll for the funny.
You know what? I like Isumi's idea. Give me a 0. Okay, that's a 4.
A 4. Okay, so you haven't. This is like some death cult shit. You don't know what it is specifically.
Damn, these guys are emos.
But as you, he's not a part of the Blade of the Black Falcon, just for reference. As this red energy washes over you, eventually your vision returns, and you see you're standing in this valley, and you kind of like, it's like this POV perspective sort of thing where it's like, you know, this isn't you, but you're seeing from the perspective of somebody. You look back across this hill, this hilly region, and you see this like a large kid that's staring at you in the distance, like with a very sad expression. And then it's kind of like a time lapse sort of deal where you see these like multitude of battles, and like I said, this isn't you that you're experiencing these visions of, but you're experiencing these like different wounds that Shoji may have experienced throughout his time, just all the different times he's been slashed in the gut or wounded and all that sort of stuff, but you feel it as if it was you. So you only take half of this, but this is going to be a continuous effect over the course of the next couple rounds.
Did I get cursed?
It appears
Jesus,
so.
this is awesome.
So you only take 7 psychic damage, but yeah, it's this overwhelming sort of sensation as you're feeling these multitude of wounds. It's almost like you're experiencing every wound he's experienced throughout his life. As we go down to the top of round 4.
Just so you know, I did shoot you a question.
Oh, let me see.
Didn't want to interrupt, so take time.
Yeah, I'll just say it's a bonus action.
Copy.
But yeah, Sakuna, it's all you.
So critical on myself.
Start over, you were lagging.
Eldritch spell.
Created a clone myself.
You're creating a clone of yourself, an insect clone?
Yeah, insect clone, yeah.
Alright, go ahead, and that's your main action to cast that? What does that do? Other than make a clone, obviously.
I create a clone that has the same hit points as me, but can only use 2 jutsus and no weapons.
Does it have any HP?
Equal to
Yes.
The pet player, I think they said.
I couldn't hear you, what'd you say? Victor?
Oh, I thought they said I thought I heard them say that it was equal to the HP that they had.
Yeah, it's equal to my current HP.
Okay. Well, that's a strong ass clone.
Good ass clone.
Are you sure?
Fuck.
Wait, what?
I think so. It doesn't say otherwise.
Let me see real quick, because I've never heard of a clone that lets you have the
Yeah,
same-
I know Senju
Insect
clone,
clone?
or yeah, wood clones have like decent HP, but they don't have like damn. If that is the case, that's a good ass clone.
We've been sleeping on the bug clones.
Because I can only
apparently.
create 2 in total. The thing is, I can only create 2 in total because it takes
Only
concentration.
2?
Yeah, but I have to cast it twice. I can only cast 1 clone per insect clone jutsu, but it takes concentration. I mean, I can only cast it twice.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
That's
We'll just
really cool, actually.
Yeah. All right. So you create this. What does this bug clone look like?
It's a form. Insects crawl from beneath the tiles, from the cracks of the walls, and form into a perfect silhouette of my body. But you can see the bug squirming and moving around in this silhouette. As the clone, because it goes right after me, is going to use Insect Sphere. So I need a dex save from him now.
All right. Let me see here. It's a really cool ability. I didn't know that. He gets a 10. That 100% fails.
That's a fail. As more insects emerge and wrap around his body, restraining him completely. And doing 46 poison damage.
You can go ahead and roll damage as he's encased in this cocoon of bugs.
11 points of damage. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Yeah, they bite into him, and you see he kind of screams in agony as they're like biting into his face and all over his body. It's going to be Safio's turn. He can't really do anything other than just wait until the end of his turn to make another strength save or dex save, right?
It's strength this time. Since
Okay.
it's strength,
Is he
it's strength.
restrained?
Yeah, he is restrained.
He's restrained.
Oh damn. Okay.
Nat 20. So
He's free.
he is enraged as he roars and bursts out of this cocoon and everything, but he's very clearly that hurt a little bit. So he is going to, or that's the end of his turn. So that goes on to you, Misaki.
All right. So with this, do I bring it? We'll bring it for the funny. So as a bonus
sure.
action, he just holds a hand out to the side as a fairly simple looking blade soon appears, shimmering from a bright outline of a white before it almost shattered, revealing his sword. And in specific, Northford, not a character, it is his Zanpakuto, and he is going to wordlessly just attack now.
All right, and after that
So-
attack, just subtract 4 from your HP. It's that rank of bleeding, so that wound across your chest is
Thank
just
you.
pouring with
All
blood.
right. First attack is a 27, second is a 17.
Good lord. Yeah, he's gonna use his reaction for. Where did I put his thing at?
Oh my bejesus.
So he's gonna use his reaction to Mirage Blitz that last one. So the first one hits,
First one hits,
and that's a nat 20. So I didn't mean to roll with advantage, but still, that still would have been a nat 20 for the roll.
Yeah, that's the first one is always the original.
So with Mirage Blitz, just long story short, +3 to his AC. So he also makes a melee taijutsu attack and deals twice his unarmed damage. So make me a strength saving throw as well after you're done with those damage for that.
All right. And then I set this first, so I will sit with it. That is 18. That's just 18 slashing. Oh wait, what was that roll to hit? That was a 15. Yeah, so no, it did.
Okay, so 18
Do
damage
we
to him.
start with our magical items? Just a quick
No,
question.
no,
No,
that's
my thing is special because it's Shinigami. You're never truly separated from it.
S.O.C.K is special, that's why.
Yeah, I'm special
Okay.
boy.
because I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
remember. I was saying I'm letting you use your class features, and the Zanpakuto is really his class feature since it's his soul.
They're in
Okay.
they're in the special
Yeah, look,
grade.
I'm special boy, okay? That's a 22 on the strength save.
22, so that's succeed. So let me just roll his unarmed damage and double that.
We need to put Masaki in special grade.
I didn't mean to GM roll that, but that's just 7 bludgeoning damage. So you take 14 bludgeoning damage as he
14, I'm reducing that by 5.
you slash him across the shoulder, and he ducks down and hits you in the jaw with a kick.
If I reduce it by 5, put that down to 9. 36, 9, that is 26 now.
And is that the end of your turn?
No, I did not hit enter there, god damn it. That will be.
All right, same sort of deal. Make me a con save as he keeps trying to blind you in order to actually get a chance at doing something here. That's a success. So he'll just make these 3 attacks with advantage.
I have to track the rounds here. This is second round
We're on the 4th
Mask
round.
on.
Yeah, you started.
Yeah,
at round 3.
So big thing with the mask, to quickly just explain, I can only maintain it upwards to 5 rounds at a time. A total of 15 rounds
In a day,
without gaining penalty, but that's 5 per use. So depending on fight, ouch, and only 25 hits.
All right. Let me see here. And I think that's another. Yeah, so that's another rank of bleeding. So you have 2 ranks of bleeding.
Nope. As a reaction, pip a substitution.
And I don't think. Well, substitution is a
So-
+3 to your AC, right?
+3 to AC, and I gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
For a substitution technique.
No, paper substitution.
Okay. Well, the 25 still hits with that with a +2 to your
No.
AC.
No, it's a +3. It's a 26 now.
Oh, did the mask raise your AC or something?
Yes, the mask raised it by 3, and the substitution also raises it by 3.
Okay.
It's why it costs a lot of chakra to use.
Um,
It's a drainer.
This
What
is on
chakra-
you, Sock. You allow this.
I mean, this is the first time I've run a high level sort of thing, so we have to test out what works and what doesn't. But what chakra are you at right now? Just I just have to make sure to update your token.
Oh, thank you. 97. Oh, wait, hang on. That's not after this. After this, that's 5 more chakra. So that it 92.
92.
Thank you. I'm updating my health here. I forgot about the chakra. That's my bad.
Yeah, just when stuff happens with your characters, just update the stuff so I can see.
Yeah, can do. Yeah, my bad.
So none of those attacks hit then, and that will be the end of Yuji's turn as he keeps just trying to slash at you with this chakra enhanced blade. Victor, it comes back up to you. I'm gonna need another wisdom save.
I like this music. 21.
21 succeeds, so once again you only take half. Let's see here. Pretty sure it increases by a step it increases by a step for each turn, so by the end of this it'll be 3d8. So that's only half. You take 5 psychic damage as once again you get this it almost feels like it's going faster. It's like 1 second it's a wound across your chest, 1 second it's a wound across your shoulder. It's when he got a crossbow bolt in his leg, but it keeps speeding up to the point where it's hard for you to keep track of, and that just is starting to overwhelm your mind a little bit.
God, what the hell? Who the hell did I just kill? Did I kill the Ashura? What the fuck was this guy?
I almost feel like because you are succeeding those wisdom saves, you get this sort of audio or this, I'm trying to figure out the term, this auditory sort of speech you hear in the background. It's not human, but it sounds like just the word pain over and over again, and you're able to hear it a little bit clearer with your clarity of mind, succeeding those wisdom saves.
What the fuck is this? Ugh. Get through it, that's all that matters.
I'll actually say before I go back to Sakura's turn at the top of round 5, an additional detail you see is that those people that were standing with him as he was looking out, whoever that kid was across the hill, you see those people were fighting alongside him until one day you're walking through this camp. There's various campfires and stuff around and stuff, but you don't see anybody there. Only these red streaks of blood that are across the dirt, turning it into this red grass sort of deal, and there's blood-stained tents and everything. And this POV perspective you're looking from walks into a very large tent, and you see all of those people that were fighting with you are strung up on top of these wooden pillars, like impaled across the wrist onto these pillars, and are like have basically had like a bloodletting situation where they were slashed across the stomach, and blood is just leaking into these vats, these black stone vats, as you see that symbol, that Oni mask made of flames in the center on this shrine. And that's the top of round 5. So Sakuna, it's all you.
I'll go to
Start over.
right.
Yeah, you're bugging
I'll
out.
gonna move. Test 1 to 3.
Yep.
Is this better?
Yeah, you're all good.
Yep.
The clone's gonna move behind Espacio and attempt to grapple him.
All right, you move behind him and attempt to grapple. So go ahead and make a athletics check.
9.
It's a 12. So you guys tie. Go ahead and make another athletics check.
That's what hashtags for me.
What is that?
6.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, yeah, there was a dash for whatever reason. Yeah, so 6 doesn't succeed as you try to get behind him and I guess just headlock him and stuff.
Yes, and since that failed, I'm gonna cast. Man, I love this spell. It's very useful. Insect Sphere again, but I'll cast it this time. So that's gonna cost. So I need to do a dex save.
Was it your clone that attempted to grapple him? Because it's just to clarify, a grapple attempt is an
clone
action.
attempted to grapple.
Okay, all right.
That's the clone. So I'm casting Insect Sphere on him. So that'll be another dex save from him.
All right. Does a 15 succeed?
No, it's a fail.
He's once again
encased. 46 poison damage.
46 poison.
Just 14 damage.
Yeah, so he's once again encased in this cocoon of bugs as you keep sending out more and more bugs from your body in order to trap him. And I think that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
All right, he's not looking super good right now. He's very close to being bloodied. Going on to Safio's turn. Safio is just going to once again make a strength save. You're doing a good job at disabling him because he basically can't do anything while he's encased in this. So he does break out once more, but you're clearly like slowing him down. Next up is you, Masaki.
Not to maintain the assault. You know what? Maybe. No. No. This is turn 3 of the mask. The 20 plus.
Oh yeah, don't forget to roll.
Oh wait, no, I've been doing this. Oh right, yes, I'll roll the bleeding first.
Yeah, 2d4. If I'm not mistaken.
What rank of bleeding do I have currently?
Yeah, I have 2 ranks of bleeding currently.
Yep, that's 2d4, so that's 4 damage. So that brings that to 2. And what was I going to do? Right, and I also realized I've been ignoring one of the benefits of the breath, so that it increases or it gives me an additional thing to hit. So this is d20 plus 14. No, good. Don't do that. Okay, again, just action attack. That's an 18. Oh, so close. 18 or 32 and 17.
32
I
and
actually
17.
find it really funny that one of these are consistently rolling low. That's really funny.
Yeah. Same sort of deal. He's going to Mirage Blitz that last one to make the 17 miss. So the first strike lands, and you can go ahead and roll your damage. Another nat 20. That's crazy.
Jeez, damn.
He's really motivated to get back to his family, so that makes sense. So
yeah, this is true, and Masaki wouldn't want it any other way.
Roll your damage and then give me a strength save.
Can do. That's a 15 slashing. Damn, I'm rolling pretty minimally on these dice. And then the 20 plus 10. 18.
18. That definitely succeeds. So he tries to, you can clearly see he's been trying to knock you back the entire time to gain distance. Just because these demonic enhanced sort of strikes are really weighing him down. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's already bloodied, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so it's, what was that, 15 damage?
Yes.
15 damage. He's well past bloodied as he falls to one knee, kind of ragged breaths as he's trying to bring himself back to his feet. So that's 18 bludgeoning damage to you as he kicks you so like really hard in the chest.
And then I'm gonna reduce that again. To quickly explain that, while the mask is active, I am able to reduce damage by my Constitution modifier upwards of. It's actually kind of crazy. Actually, you know what? I'll ask you this now, because this is a specific thing that my game runs a little differently, or the other game runs differently. I can reduce damage you take by it from the Constitution modifier, so 5, a number of times equal to your Constitution modifier. Would you allow me to use more uses for more reduction in one go? So theoretically, reduction of 25 for all.
Just because the feature is very strong already.
That is valid. I just find it silly that it can be done 5 times between each turn. That's why I more say it.
What, in terms of what is it, like limiting the amount of times it can happen?
No, I find it silly that it can be used that many times.
I mean, it's just a flat damage reduction of 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine just to keep it as that. I don't really think, I don't want to like overcomplicate it. So we'll see. We're definitely gonna have a talk about this mask after the session.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is yeah, I agree.
It's homebrewed though, so you have to test it out. So it's fine. I'm not like tripping about it.
With this, how much damage was that? Was that the 18 there?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna. So 122 minus 18. That'll be my turn.
And that will be Yuji's turn now. And same sort of deal. Make me a con save.
Can do. That does a 20.
20 succeeds, so he just
I'm
makes
like the
these.
worst person for him to have come against with the con saves.
I mean, also, I like players to be able to be good at the saving throws that they're good at. So I don't usually like to avoid giving players saving throws just because they're good at them. It makes you actually feel like a badass.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
He's gonna make 3 attacks again. He's rolling with these nat 20s, so only
Oh,
one
nat
hits.
20 is yeah, that one is a crit. I can't do anything
That's
about
also
that.
3 ranks of bleeding now.
Right.
And let me roll damage. 4 plus 1, that's 5. 5 plus 5. So that's 10 slashing damage. He just does
10
these
slashing.
these quick series of slashes that's almost like really hard for you to track. But one of them slices deep into your shoulder, and you feel blood washing down your arm. As that cacophonous, almost demonic flute sound that I described last session, it's present the entire time you have the mask on. So you can decide, what your character is, what psychological state your character is in while you have the mask on. But you're just getting these memories of the temple and the night that it happened. So that is the end of Yuji's turn. Viktor,
Yes.
you get one special final vision as you make me another wisdom saving throw.
$22.
22? Okay. So you just take half of this. That is 6 psychic damage, as that's the final saving throw you'll have to make. Because
Nice.
it's almost easy for you to piece together now what exactly you're seeing. You're seeing from Shoji's perspective, but it's not just killing that he was obsessed with. It was the word you keep hearing in the back of your head, pain, as he looked out at this tent full of people that are currently bleeding, but also obviously like writhing in agony. Red fills your vision as you're almost transported once you hear this word of pain again. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I have this. All right. So yeah, as red fills your vision, you go from this POV perspective of Shoji to yourself. You're currently standing in, I believe you grew up in the Fire Country, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're currently standing in this this meadow near the border of the Fire Country. Rangers protect this area, so there's a fair amount of wildlife and stuff. But you're standing in this this pond on top of there's a series of logs that have been like jutted into the ground that stand up that jut above the surface, the water and everything. And you see your father, Shino Taifu. He is around your stature. Victor's like around like 5'11", right?
Sure. I mean, I never got around to picking his height,
I
so
think you said like
he is
5'11".
now 5'11".
5'11", yeah.
No, I was joking. It was the same size as the sword, and then just immediately went, "No,
Yeah.
hell no."
Yeah. So yeah, he stands at around 5'11", a little bit above average height and everything. He has this long gray hair and a long gray beard, and he wears a tattered black kimono, as he never cared about fashion or anything other than the blade. He is giving you one of his instructions, or one of his demonstrations, as he stands on top of this log wielding his blade. He looks at you and he says, "Remember this, child. You do not wield a blade. You are no mere swordsman. To walk the true path of steel, your weapon must not simply extend from your body. It must be bound to your soul. Every strike that falls flat, every miss, is wasting of your very life. If you are to strike, better to spill your own blood than to let your blade only taste air." And he's giving you these demonstrations and asks you to demonstrate your sword katas that he's taught you. Just make me a little martial arts check. This is just determining how how well you adhered to his teachings and stuff growing up.
Martial arts. 18?
18. You know you're doing about the best that you can. You're not him, obviously, but despite the fact that you're doing so well, you're hopping between these logs and everything. Like, he'll throw a random object up in the middle of your cottage and you have to slice it in half while landing on top of another log, keeping your balance. You can just see in his eyes it's not good enough. And you hear that word in the back of your head again, pain, as you know what it leads to when you don't meet his expectations. We just get these flashes of next time in this very same pond, you're covered in bruises as he looks at you with a stern expression. He's about to give you some more instructions before you see a man walk up. You see a man walk up holding a number 2 headband in his hands, this wandering Ronin. Your father's number 1 headband hangs from his waist as he looks over his shoulder. And this figure is the object of what the words that you just heard in the back of your head, the object of pain. And before we get into that next part of the flashback, we'll flash back to the top of the round. You guys can still see the turn order, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Top of round 6. Sakuna, that's all you. Start over again.
Actually, I'm gonna hold my turn to grapple Fazio again.
Say it again. You were lagging for most of the sentence, so I couldn't hear it too well.
The clone will attempt to restrain and grapple Fazio.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make me an athletics check.
9.
All right, give me 1 second. A 9. Let me roll his athletics check. It's a 24. So yeah, your clone keeps trying to get him in these different martial arts locks and stuff, but Safio is a very burly and strong guy, so he bats the clone back as some bugs stay on his hands from where he pushed him away.
You know what? I'm going to... Close has a movement, so my movement is 40. So what I'm going to do is me and the clone are going to run around Fazio to confuse him where we are, and we're just going to switch spots just to attempt to confuse him. So he doesn't know if it's the clone who's the real person. I'm in movement. Do I have to do any rolls for that?
I'll probably just say spend a bonus action to make me a... I think I'll give you the reins on what check do you think you want to try to make to pull this sort of quick movement off. I'll call it DC. Well, I won't declare the DC, but yeah. What skill do you want to try to use for this?
Deception.
Yeah, you can do deception or performance, whatever sort of thing to mislead him.
Okay. 14.
14 is not successful, as this guy is also, he's not that different from you guys. Like, you guys are all trained mercenaries. You've seen plenty of battles. So it's going to take a lot more than 14 to trip him up in that fashion.
I'm going to spend 8. Is it 8? No, 6. 6 truck. I do insect clone. So I need another clone of myself.
All right. Let me see here. And is this jutsu concentration, by the way?
Yes. So I can only have 2 clones at once.
Okay. Yeah, just keep that in mind for when you
Yes.
take damage and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, you summon another clone made of insects. And is that the end of your turn where you're standing and stuff?
Yeah.
All right, so he is aware of which one is the real you. I guess technically would have 100 hit points, but I'm not a super stickler about that. He is just gonna, let's see here. I think he's just gonna make 3 strikes against you, 3 unarmed attacks. Enemies are rolling high today. So I'm pretty sure all 3 of those hit.
Yep.
You can tell me if you want to make a reaction, because this is probably going to be a hefty amount.
Yes, I'm going to use a reaction called Insect Jar
Mm-hmm.
technique, where a wall of insects wrap around me and any ally within 10 feet.
Yeah.
That create like a barrier of protection for that round.
So basically, until the start of your
And
next turn, it
it's
has that.
4d10 plus 12 hit points, this barrier.
Okay, I don't think I need to put a token down for that, because it disappears at the beginning of your next turn. So
So I'll be blocking 39 points of damage.
39 points of damage?
Yeah.
All
That's the
right.
wall that's protecting me.
Cool. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so he lets off these 3 strikes against you as an action, and it crashes into that insect sphere. So there's about 5 hit points left of it, as you just hear these thunderous sort of, not sonic booms, but something close to it, as just this thunderous sound of him slamming his fist against the barrier, punch after punch, until eventually only a couple bugs are left, and he's just going to try to finish it off as a bonus action to make 1 strike. $16 hits. And that is 7 bludgeoning damage, but I think that is, you only take 2 bludgeoning damage since that subtracts the remaining 5 away.
Yep.
So you can see exactly why this guy is named the Stone Fist, just based off of, these are just regular ass punches, kind of chakra enhanced a little bit, but yeah, he just carries that much of a punch with him. All right, and that goes on to you, Misaki.
This is round 4 of the mask.
Yeah, round 6 total, but round 4 specifically for this session.
Well, yeah, no, I'm tracking my mask.
Okay, I thought you meant, yeah.
No, yeah, it's more audibly so people can hear it, and to remind myself, because it only lasts for 5 rounds, and then I have to recast it.
And I just realized I actually said the wrong thing. It's been 3 rounds in this combat so far, but yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
Then yeah, we are just gonna run more attacks, I feel. Anything else I want to do before I just run the attack? I don't think there is. This is an action to use. Where is that? And I don't see it. And no. So yeah, that's first attack 23, second attack 20.
All right, yeah, both of those hit.
Alright, then first attack 23, second attack 12. Damn. doesn't like rolling. How?
23 and 12, so that's a total of 35 damage. Jeez. Yeah, he's definitely gonna cast Chakra Shield as a reaction to try to lessen that.
Understandable.
How much damage is that then? So 35 minus 16, that's 19. Not sure.
35 minus 16. Yep, that's 19.
Ooh. Yeah, so he is basically one hit away from death. As he drops to the ground, he can barely even breathe. His blood is like gushing from his mouth and stuff. It's just this. I picture it as almost this series of like back and forth and everything, where you slash into him way harder than he does, but he just returns with more strikes than you. So it's just this constant series of like the knife catching your blade in the air and everything, like, you know, clanging against the blades, clanging against each other, and then you just overpower him, and it's just back and forth, that sort of deal. He drops to the ground. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go on, sorry. No, you go.
No, I was going to say that he drops to the ground and looks at you with an angry expression. He's just like, Masaki, you have to understand. I need this. I deserve this more than you do. You don't even have anybody to fight for.
The gaze would seemingly keep the same intensity, but again, that same distorted voice would come out. I don't disagree, but sadly, fairy tales are not so easily gained in this world. You have my word, regardless of the fact. I will ensure that they are taken care of.
He
Vow to that as a warrior, not a monster.
His eyes become crazed and just crazed with fear, and also you can see his like life flashing before his eyes almost. And are you moving anywhere else in your turn, or is that it?
No, he see knows reason to. That's my turn.
He's gonna, clearly desperate, just make these final 3 strikes. Actually, I'm gonna have him roll a chakra control check, because I actually realized he's been damaged twice and hasn't rolled concentration. Didn't mean to roll with advantage. That's a 20 for the first one.
I mean, if you roll it as confident way.
Yeah, I just want to be fair about it.
Yeah, that's valid.
20 and 12. So he doesn't have Chakra Saber active anymore. At least I'm pretty sure he doesn't. So that's a C rank. So he needed a... Yeah, he needed a 14. So he doesn't have it active. He's going to make 3 unarmed strikes as he is going to... 2... Actually, wait. Pocket sand first. I forgot. Con save real quick.
Okay. 20 plus 1. That's a 26.
So let me see here.
So he'd get a redo for the first 2 strikes, and third hits automatically.
They still don't hit. So it's really funny how it's been this constant series of...
I will say, for the player of this one, at this point, Masaki isn't avoiding his blows. He is very much accepting any hit that comes his way.
Okay.
Just realize his skin seems a little bit tougher now.
Yeah, like you get 1 rank of bruised just from the nat 20 hit, but...
Oh, yeah, and I also get dealt 3d4 for the beat. So I'm gonna roll that real quick.
Yes.
So
7
rank of
necrotic damage.
bruise.
Yeah, so it's just this futile attempt that he's making. He drops the knife to the ground just in a crazed sort of fright and stuff as the chakra saber deactivates, and he just lets off these series of punches against you. You said you don't avoid it and stuff, so he's just laying into you with these punches until he's exhausting himself to the point where he can barely stand up, and he keeps trying to punch you. You see, he's just desperate to live, clinging to life, as these strikes are doing very minimal damage to you. It's only 5 damage you take, so.
No, that is still a crit hit, so it would still double to the 10.
No, that was the crit. He just rolled really low on the additional.
Oh, damn, did he? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to insult the man.
enough.
I mean, it's
I thought-
accurate.
I thought there was more in there, okay?
I mean, it's accurate to the situation he's in. He's barely alive, and he is just trying to, with a futile attempt, just try to punch you
So
to knock you
first
out.
I'll do. And then we're just gonna reduce the last 5, because funny.
And that will come back to you, Victor.
Yeah.
As you hear, I'll say you guys' fights are like destructive enough to kind of crack the walls a little bit, so the soundproof walls kind of break away in each of you guys' cells from your fights. And Victor, you're still in this illusion, this whatever this cursed genjutsu is that was released upon Shoji's death. But as you hear the clang of metal in the back of your head, we flash back to you standing there watching your father battling this Ronin. This Ronin came here in these black tattered robes with, it looked like they were stained with blood at the end of some of the tattered parts of like the scarf part of the robe and stuff. But the thing that you remember the most is this bright red blade that he had, this katana that he had, and it almost seemed like his eyes glowed red with this malevolent sort of energy that you couldn't really describe. You see him going back and forth with your father in this duel, getting hits off on each other. But it comes to this crucial moment where I'll let you decide what you would have done. Your father carried 2 swords that were his life. Like, he didn't do anything else other than train and then sharpen his swords. Those were the only things he's thought about. Honestly, I would say he probably cared about the swords more than you did, you could tell. I mean, not care about the swords. He cares about the swords more than you, is what I meant to say.
That's fair.
There comes a point where you notice that the logs that he's standing on, they appear to be moving for some reason. That's not natural. And you kind of notice below the surface of the water that someone or something is down there trying to like knock your father off of this footing. And you don't know what it is, but it comes to the crucial moment where you see his one of his blades is knocked away and about to fall off of a hill that you guys are standing on, like this, raised sort of landmass. So his sword is about to fall off, but also this figure is rising up from the water towards him. So you can decide, did you try to focus on like warning him of the person that's trying to sneak him, or did you try to go after his blade?
Knowing that he cares about that blade more than anything, I'm gonna take it. Focus on that blade rather than warning him.
As the shadowy figure goes to rise from the surface of the water, you don't hear, you hear what happens. Like, you hear your father like yell out in pain from something, but you go to run towards his sword and grab it in the air just before it falls over the cliff. But this rainstorm that was happening in the background, I don't know if I mentioned that, it's currently like raining and stuff. It causes you to slip on like a slippery part of the rocks and stuff. And as you feel like you're about to fall, you see your father grabs you like by the scruff of your neck and hauls you back up onto the landmass. You see he has a gaping wound in his leg, but he appears all right. But you see behind him, this figure does the most dishonorable thing you've seen thus far, other than whoever was in the water. He attacks him while your father is looking at you to make sure you're okay. And once again, you hear pain in the back of your head, this ringing sort of sound, as we flash over quickly to your father on the ground, his entrails spilling out of his side as he looks at you. He doesn't say anything, but he sees the blade in your hands, and you see his eyes soften, and the light fades from his eyes.
Oh,
You see
so
the
that's how
Yeah.
we're doing things.
Yep, and that figure goes and picks up your father's number one headband and walks away. And that is where we flash back to the current scene. It is the top of round 7. So, Sakuna, that's all you.
Oh, it's going. Insect sphere. So please roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Keep trying to trap this guy.
Domain expansion.
Indeed. So he's gonna have to make another dex save.
DC 17.
Actually, I think for quickness sake, you guys have both well past bloodied your opponents. Sakuna, I'm gonna let you decide how you execute him. Because eventually you do succeed, but how do you go about it? Like how
Oh,
yeah.
I was hoping to do that this turn after restraining him.
Eventually he would
Well,
just get caught
hopefully-
in an insect spear and he wouldn't be able to get out before you kill him. So you can describe how you go about this.
He's going to look when he's restrained with the insects. And when the clones are gone after slashing the wound in venom that causes seal on his chakra, if he has chakra. So only one clone will remain at the end. And he puts his hand and he goes like, with a twisted 6 smile of pure evil. His palm seems to crack open as insects pours out. He puts at the end of he puts his hand onto the mouth of Sashua and uses a chakra called Volatile Swarm, which usually does a 15 which usually does 45-foot long, 5-foot wide swarm of insects that takes a dexterity, but since he's restrained, he can't. So what he's going to do is flood his insides of insects and let the insects feed on his insides before returning.
Jesus.
Reasons I can't play an operame, ladies and
Good
gentlemen.
lord. Yeah. You see, despite the intense
Ew.
pain, the like blinding pain that he's in as he's dying, these insects flooding the inside of his body. You see blood is like coming out of his eyes and everything as he's just staring at you, like making sure to make eye contact with you the entire time. Just
He stares back coldly at him.
yeah. Until eventually, towards the end, you see that his eyes kind of soften, and he's just. I think he sheds a single tear before the light fades from his eyes.
And I'm going to let the insects consume his whole body out of respect of this fight.
And hold up, this music doesn't exactly seem right for the somber tone. Hold up.
No, what you're talking about, that seems perfect.
Now the ending to this is a little bit grim. We go back to you, Masaki, as Yuji is just keeps trying to punch you. It's like that scene at the end of where Naruto and Sasuke were just fighting each other to the point where they didn't have any chakra. They were just slowly like crashing their fists into each other. He's just trying to take you out, but it doesn't even hurt anymore.
Do I just describe, or do you want me to
Yeah.
roll to hit?
No, you can describe how you execute him.
At this point, Masaki is holding eye contact. As much as he would love love to let someone take him out and, even in his mind, rid the world of a demon. He knows there are very few who can truly slay a demon. And until he finds one that is able, he has to keep going. So, much akin to Viktor, he would do one final clean slash right through the side of his neck. No words, no further extravagant techniques. And as his blade went through fully, he'll just take a step back. Watching him as his body would catch up to the loss of his head.
I'll say just because he was so desperately trying to cling to life, it almost looked like he accepted his death for a moment. But as you go to slash and decapitate him, he tries one last futile strike, and that makes it so the cut is, it's like severed most of his neck, but it's still like his head is still attached to his body as he like slams to the ground. And even still, you see his like his hands and his feet are like twitching and stuff as he's trying to move. He's just staring at you with this blank sort of expression. He's just mouthing these words, like he's mouthing, "You have nothing." Like it's barely a whisper; you can barely even hear it. He's just like, "You have nothing." Like they're just repeating that over and over again until he takes his last breath.
And as that happens, that is when the mask would, almost like glass, shatter.
All right, and
I truly detest this part of life. As he is going to look towards the door, and he is... How strong is this door?
I'd say you can break through it, to be quite honest. Like it's definitely a barred.
Yeah.
It's like a wooden door that's barred with like steel bars and everything. But you're not like, you guys are nearly like Jonin level type people, so you can definitely break through it.
Yeah, no, he just fucking lets out his anger on this poor door. As afterwards he just steps out. Just looking around, curious what happened with the others.
All right, and this is just a quick time check. How long everybody else can play.
I got time.
I got time.
All right. You guys all do. Victor, you do eventually wake up. I'd say you wake up kind of like on the ground. You're covered in a fair amount of blood, as the blood that had pooled from his neck made its way over to where you were like lying on the ground. And as you get up in this pool of blood, you look down and you see where your head was. The blood forms this shape of that Oni mask skull made of flames before it coalesces back into the blood that drains back into the drain in the middle of the ground. And how do you guys think you're processing this? As a Sakana, you also do walk out of the cell as well. So you guys all, you're either let out of your cells by the Black Falcon shinobi that were with you, or you can just break the door open yourself.
Oh yeah. Let's break that shit.
Yep, Victor, you just kick in the fucking door, and you walk out and see the rest of your fellow applicants.
Masaki, before his face was fairly jovial as he wasn't really taking any of this seriously. It is very easy to tell any good mood he had before is currently just gone.
How's everybody else
sword,
feeling? You go ahead.
along with, is looking a little ragged as the mask is fucking stressful to use.
I'd say this is the first time you guys have seen each other like in person since you got to the Cerberus part of this prison, this underground prison. So you guys see each other, even aside from the battles you just had. You're covered in bruises and scrapes and cuts from the quote unquote interrogation that Husam and Naeem were doing on you guys, but they were really just taking an excuse to beat the shit out of you. So you guys all see each other. I don't know how each of you guys look. I'll leave that up to you. But yeah, black eye, that sort of deal, and then the cuts from the fight you just had as well.
I mean, Viktor's mostly taking mental damage.
Yeah, you succeeded your go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, Sakura Bomb Collective is going to, as a bonus action, because two things is doing. Release the jutsu for the clones so the insects return back to where they originally were, as well as cast chakra skin. So as AC raises.
Are we finally done with playing nice with these people? He says that as he runs through it, I don't have an incantation ready. I can in the future. Oh shit. Oh no, I do. He runs through 2 incantations. I say incantations because jutsu for me are verbal, not anything else.
Yeah.
So first is sand armor, my lovely favorite.
Sorry about that.
Well, you're good. As well as I am healing myself. Because fighting.
You want to try to make a medicine check for your ranks of bleed?
That I'm also checking because I have the healing waters here.
Oh yeah, I think healing waters
I
cures
don't
a
know
condition or something.
Yeah, blah blah blah. Creature, hit points, bleeding, burn, poisoned. Okay, so I still bruised, but I will be rid of bleeding.
Okay, does it get rid of all ranks, or is it just like? Because I think Uzi has healing waters and Death's End, but I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love using that.
Remove one of the following, so I'll be running through it here 30 times.
Yeah, just cast it 3 times. Yeah, so you just got
6.
You hear Masaki. If you've seen Bleach, the way that they cast their spells and stuff, or in this case, the way he's casting his incantations, they have to recite these poems and stuff. These like very kind of abstract poems or like haikus.
Unless they're good enough.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys just hear Masaki chanting these ancient sort of poems and stuff as he is healing himself with these healing waters. So let me see. I think I'll go down the line according to how the turn order was originally. So Sakuna, as you're contemplating what you just had to do, you hear this like a muffled sound of like someone being like slashed and killed in the cell that's next to you, until eventually one of the Black Falcon shinobi that's undercover opens the door for a man that walks out, and you see your childhood friend Florence walk out, your lieutenant for this trial, who's going to be your number two. He walks out. He's around 5'9", a little bit like average height. He has very pale skin, white hair that you can see he's dyed because he doesn't want to accept that his hair is starting to gray. That kind of it falls down on like one side of his face, kind of like Sanji, that sort of haircut. And he has an eye patch on the right side of his face. His usual nice clothes, this like sort of like that Doflamingo like feather jacket. He usually has a black one on, but it's you can see most of the feathers have either like come off and stuff during the transit through the desert or through this fight and stuff. So his usual nice outfit is very bloodied and tattered and stuff. As he looks at you and he's like, my, I never thought I would be happy to see your face again. Literally, I never thought I would.
Sakura will walk up to him with a very serious expression on his face, even though he's covered in blood. And get up and close before giving him like a huge bear hug.
You give him this hug and everything, and he's just like, "Come on, you're embarrassing me in front of all the other guys."
Sorry, buddy. I'm just glad to see someone I actually like. I'm just gonna let him go.
He just says, kind of mockingly, he's like, "I wish I could say the same," but you can clearly see he's happy to see you. Next up, I think I'll save Masaki. I'll save you for last.
That's for last.
You guys hear the loud sound of like metal clanging, and the undercover Black Falcon Shinobi was about to go open the door for the cell that's next to you, Victor. But you see it's immediately sliced in half from this like like Zoro can slash the air to make like an air slash that goes through.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, it's that sort of deal. So the door, the wooden barred door, is slashed up like Fruit Ninja with these air slashes that slash into the opposing wall. So Florence has to kind of duck down to not get hit. But you see walking out, you see your not childhood friend, your apprentice, your Padawan, so to speak, Tsuchiwato. He walks out, and his usual black jacket that goes into these like armored sort of shoulder pads, and a little bit of like a modest dark green cloak that he has on underneath. Once again, very tattered and covered in blood and everything. Tsuchiwato walks out, super cool for a second. We get this like slow motion entrance as he walks out of the darkness, and then one of the pieces from the door that he cut off falls and hits him in the head, and he like trips and like slips and falls.
Yeah, that's my second in command.
You just hear from you just hear from fucking Masaki's direction.
As he's on the ground, he looks at you. Somehow, like I'll probably say, like it's like a Looney Tunes sort of thing. So Tsuchiwato is very clumsy. So as he falls and trips on the ground, somehow there was a puddle there that makes him slip further. So he falls into Florence, and then like a bucket that was inside of Florence's cell rolls because of the commotion and lands on top of his head as he looks at you, and he's like, he bows really deeply. Sensei, I'm glad to see you've made it.
I'm not surprised you did.
Thank you, Sensei, as he headbutts the ground, like how deep he kneels.
I don't get what you say. I have the best one.
Yeah, I have to say, yeah.
He looks like he's trying to hold it together, because I imagine that I don't know what you've taught him specifically about how to control his emotions, but he very clearly.
I feel like I've tried, but it hasn't worked very well.
Yeah, he is a very emotional guy, as he
just an awkward guy.
He's trying not to let you see, but you can clearly see he has glassy eyes from he probably had to kill somebody he had befriended too, as well, inside of his cell.
I shall continue ever so longer.
Right.
Nothing to do now but move forward.
He nods and he's just right. I understand, Sensei. It had to be done. He just
I'm not
Get-
happy about what I had to do either. He seemed like a good person.
He nods. He was about to say something, but you can really see your words kind of reassure him a little bit as he's trying not to freak out from doing what you guys just had to do. I'll say for you, Masaki, let me see. You hear like a little bit of a sparking sound, and a blinding flash of light can be seen from underneath like the slitted parts of the door before a sort of like white mist starts pooling out from underneath the door, and then this another blinding spark happens, and then you hear somebody scream inside of the cell, and the door gets blown off of its hinges as this puff of white mist and smoke, apparent explosion inside of the cell happens. As you see walking out of this white mist, you see a woman walk out. She's around like 5'5", 5'6", like a little bit on the below average height sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
You can clearly tell she's seen a lot of battles just from like various like scars she has on her arms and stuff, and she just has that sort of like athletic build, that sort of thing. And she has a white kimono on with the sleeves having these like very clearly like hand painted flowers all over them and stuff. Looks like she made this kimono herself, but it's very dirty right now from probably traveling through the desert and stuff. But you see that she has a lot of tattoos on her arms, and then like they go up to her neck and stuff. And she has this Ochako's haircut from My Hero Academia. It's kind of like
Yes.
the bowl haircut, but it has the two bangs that go down the side.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has black hair like that, and then these like violet eyes. As she walks out, she's holding this. It looks like these like scraps of metal, but you see there's like almost like a grenade, like a homemade grenade sort of deal. It's like you see there's like pin on the end of it and everything that can be like turned and stuff, as it is emanating this white mist and stuff.
He is just beyond fascinated by like everything that he is seeing from her. It's just, I don't know any other word to put it. It's just he is very curious.
She looks at this this contraption she has in her hands and everything, and she's like, what's a girl got to do to make a good grenade around here? There's no good scraps around. She makes eye contact with you, and she's like, she processes it for a second and looks around. She's like, oh god damn it, they paired me with a fish for brains?
I think he's more just surprised that she knows. Yeah, he just tilts his head. That's kind of rude, don't you think? Accurate, but rude.
Whatever. Like I'm supposed to care what a noble thinks. Anyways,
Noble?
Well, yeah, you're a Hoshigaki, right?
Yeah.
All right, then. So I was correct. Either way, I'm going to make this short. My name is Asuka. I will be, and she has a very dissatisfied look on her face as she says, I will be your lieutenant.
First, the curious look is there, but then almost a very stupid grin then would appear.
She rolls her eyes and goes to walk towards the undercover shinobi.
This will be a
Um,
bit more fun.
Yeah. I'll say while you're seeing that, you see that the person that's standing next to Victor, Suchiwato, looks over at you. He notices you, and he immediately like runs over. And this is a customary Land of Iron greeting. I'll say you also hear that in his voice. You hear like Land of Iron accent as he like fully like prostrates as he looks up at you. He's like, I, I've heard about you, but I didn't think I would actually get to meet you. You're Masaki Hoshigaki, right?
Again, just wasn't expecting. Well, I guess being known one thing. He wasn't expecting anyone to bother to give any type of politeness to respect, so he just nods a bit, taken aback by it.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
You know who I am.
Well, yes, everyone in the Land of Iron knows who you are.
Can't think anyone from there would. Huh.
Yeah, they told me if I didn't behave, that when I grow up, that my soul would be taken when you showed up. I never thought you were a real demon, but
I need to roll a wisdom save. That's funny as hell.
Yeah.
You are the boogeyman.
I am the boogeyman. No, he starts letting out just a fucking belly laugh as he hears that. I did not think. Oh, it's been too long since I've been home.
I'll say you. You're
right. You don't need to do that. We're, I would say, all on the same standing here.
Well, you and the rest of everybody here appears to be a warrior of greater acclaim than I ever could be right now.
I'm glad you're aware of your abilities, but put a little bit more faith in yourself.
Well, I merely mean your accomplishments, sir.
Okay, I can't really argue that one. Fair enough.
Sorry about him. He's a bit ecstatic.
It's fine. It's nice to...
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to talk like this after that.
I'm surprised. That Sakura came from, because I did say the insect will consume his body.
Start over. You were lagging like the first half of your sentence.
I said I like to imagine as everyone's having this wholesome moment, just crunching and ripping and tearing from Sakura's cell, because he did command insects to consume Safiel's body out of respect.
You guys hear the sound of like flesh like squelching and everything, and Florence kind of looks over. He kind of walks over and slowly closes the door that from your cell and stuff. You're like, don't mind that, guys. But I'll say on that note, Sakuna, you see Suchiwato also lightning speed dashes in front of you, and you're the Bloodhound, right?
So he just like flash steps in front of me.
Yeah, he like basically flash steps in front of you. You blink and he's right in front of you with like stars in his eyes and everything. He does another like prostrating bow and stuff, customary Land of Iron greeting.
How tall is he?
Suchiwato, I'll probably say like is around 5'9".
5'9".
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty short compared to Sakura. Shino's going to gently pat him on the head, full of warm smile.
He's like looking back and forth between Victor. You haven't seen Tsuchiwato get this excited since you guys have like gone to like a mercenary camp or anything. You have to basically kind of like tell him to not freak the fuck out whenever there's like a famous warrior or something like that that you guys run into, because he's a super fanboy for warriors throughout history.
This guy collects those like ninja cards, right? If they exist at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's bingo books and stuff, and there's like various different written accounts of certain warriors' battles and stuff. So you know he's read about. You've at least heard Masaki and Sakana's name from like something Tsuchiwato's mentioned reading in the past.
Mm.
He's like he doesn't know who to talk to first between Masaki and Sakana, so he's like darting back and forth asking you guys about your battles. Like when you took on the entire platoon by yourself, how did you do it? When you took on the entire platoon when there was a monsoon going on, how did you do it? Like you just went back and forth.
Second, I was just going to say skills, talent, and practice.
He immediately writes it down, like writes it down as gospel, and says he's never gonna write anything else in that book again. He also probably would have asked for both of you guys' autograph.
You know what? Second finds this little excited Pikachu kind of interesting. So he's going to sign the book just to entertain the little guy. It's a good, like, sense of relief from all the darkness that this excited little young man. Just happy to see people. So he's going to sign the book.
You see, Florence is not feeling his energy right now.
Never has, never will.
Yeah, unless you guys would be talking about anything, I'll probably say you also notice like Florence. He sees Asuka as Asuka's like walking up to the undercover shinobi, and you almost hear the Sanji theme song play in the background, like some slow jazz as he walks up. Well, fancy meeting you here. You know, I can't say I've been in this prison more times than once, but you come here often? And Asuka like pushes him in the face and like pushes him away.
Wait, Flores tried that?
Yeah, she just pushes Florence away as Florence was like leaning on a wall next to where Asuka was walking and stuff, and she just like rolled her eyes and just pushed him away.
I see you're still a ladies' man. I see. Chuckling sarcastically, knowing he had no luck with women.
Well, I mean, he does. He's just a little bit of he's like a Tony Stark kind of guy. Like he's a player, that sort of deal. So he very clearly gives off that sort of
outside of money, no luck with women.
It honestly depends. He does have he is a pretty handsome guy, but he's more so kind of like he doesn't come off like a gentleman, is what I mean to say.
Yeah.
Like he has that womanizer sort of energy and stuff like that Asuka clearly like picks up on, and she's just like, piss off, as she pushes him away and stuff.
Sakura still has not got laid.
I will say eventually, after you guys are able to like talk for a little bit, the undercover shinobi looks at you all, and he instructs you guys to go like get the knives that each of you were given.
Oh, well, sucks for one of us.
No, this isn't the same sort of thing.
Well, no, I mean sucks for Sukuna because
oh yeah,
I don't think that other knife is there anymore.
No, it's just destroyed, but still there. So second is going to hand the broken knife.
But
give me 1 second. All right. So the guard looks at you all, and after you retrieve your knives and everything, Sakuna, you
Yeah.
pick your knife up, and it's all dented and stuff. You guys see at the bottom of these knives, there's this like golden sort of thing at the base of the hilt. Uh, it looks like it can be screwed off.
Yeah, I'll start screwing it off.
As you start screwing it off, you see he'll walk off, and he makes it a point to show you that he's unlocking the gate that leads out of the your section of the prison and everything. And he leaves, but you open up this section on the screw off part of the knife, and you see a letter falls out. Sakuna, yours is like really tattered and ripped up and stuff.
Admittedly, pretty funny.
Yeah, you probably have to read Florence's one that he got instead. You see it says, yeah. The snake has ensnared the falcon so that it may learn the secret to taking flight. The target is Hiruzen Matabi. Rescue or eliminate him. Regardless of what you choose, you will find both us and him through this.
So we have our first assignment. Or test.
Well, this seems more
Whatever
like
you want to call it.
yeah. This seems more like an optional. I probably should have worded it better, but basically, it explains that this is an optional sort of task if you want, but you will gain further benefit for completing this instead of just going to find him. Because I don't know if you remember the part where I was saying that you will find both us and him through this, and there's a riddle at the bottom that I'm about to read. So you don't have to go after this target if you don't want to. You can just escape from the prison, but it's up to you. So the riddle reads, I'll post it in the Discord afterwards, but the riddle reads, you may know me from my familiar face, white and pale in a lofty place. The tides may rise and crash and crest, but I'll be more full than all the rest. I'm about to post it in the lore channel real quick.
That's certainly something. Not ominous at all.
Would you guys be trying to like figure this out now, or is it like the sort of deal where like I'll worry about this as we move?
I would give it like one attempt.
This isn't necessarily a roll. This is just for you guys actually to figure out. I can read it again if you want me to, but I sent it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Tsuchiwado is, you see steam rising out of his ears. He's not exactly the brightest as he's looking at this letter, and he's like, I think I get it. It is. I got nothing.
At least you tried.
Thank you, Sensei, as he bows and hits his head again. I can go down the line if you guys want. Like, do you guys have any initial guesses on what this riddle might be talking about?
White and pale, now the tides may rise and crash, but I'll be more full than all the rest. Familiar face, white and pale, that's obviously Masaki.
Honestly, that's all I've been able to think about as well. And I'm just like, this seems pretty fucking targeted.
I like the idea of you reading it just oh yeah, I get it, it's me.
Familiar face. I've looked at mine plenty of times.
Yeah, no, I vibe with that.
I don't. Misaki would look to his trusty lieutenant, to see if she has any mates of it, but otherwise, he doesn't really care right now.
Obviously, I know what it is. It's saying it's
Saying,
it's saying that I know, and I'm just waiting for you guys to realize we're not going to be able to work as a team if you can't figure out a simple, simple riddle. As she takes the letter out, like snatches it out of your hand, is like looking at it very closely.
Yes, yes, I'm sure, I'm sure.
If you guys wouldn't be able to,
yeah,
you don't
I
have
have
to
no
figure it
idea.
out initially. Yeah, you can kind of,
I'm just certain it's Masaki, honestly.
yeah.
It wouldn't
Um,
surprise me. They're a demon after all.
Well, bigger question with this is, do we want to find whoever it says that rescue or kill? I have no qualms for doing either or, and truthfully, I would love take a visit to those two that brought us here.
I don't see why we shouldn't. Let's do it.
I also want to note that Oscar would at least be able to recognize this, since I forgot to say it when I was describing. The poem doesn't appear to be complete.
So there's a second part about someone other than Masaki.
Swear to God, if you mentioned something about a demon, I'm gonna call this rape.
Did you write this poem, Masaki? Or Sir Masaki, sir?
But
Did someone write this about you? Masaki, what's your relationship to water?
I
And
enjoy
tides.
it. It's typically how I lay low when I need to. And breathe in it, so I tend to snap. Any water, though, not specifically an ocean.
Florence kind of speaks up, and he's just like, well, if we are going after this Hiruzen fellow, I suppose we should probably do it quickly, considering that, I don't know if you guys could tell, but we're not the only people trying to get after this, and maybe some people might skip over this additional sort of goal, but I assume that some of them might try to go as well.
That seems like the case. Let's get this done fast, then.
Asuka kind of brings up, she's a little bit unsure. She's just like, I mean, I'm fine either way, but I don't know. I feel like if we run into something even more dangerous before we even try to escape from this place, and then we have to try to escape from this place that's probably filled with guards, it's going to be a little bit tough.
We can stay for a short time, but I do agree. If we overstay, our welcome will be overwhelmed before we even get a chance to get out of this cursed place. And chances are they won't be so lenient with us next time.
I don't think there's going to be a next time. We did get infiltrated into death row, so once we get out of here, they're going to know something's up once they see we're gone. With that being said, though, if we get this extra leg up on the competition, we may be able to skip over everybody that ends up escaping from prison as well. So
I see no harm about it. Just don't overstay our welcome. And with this, I suppose we should start looking. Do we stay as a group, or do we want to split up?
Considering we don't know anything about the situation, I do think that staying close together would be more advantageous.
does always bring a tactical advantage, I do agree. Well, then it's settled. Unless there are objections, let's find this mysterious stranger and see if he's worth saving.
Florence kind of speaks up and is like, first things first, we're going to need to stop by and get our equipment.
Ah, yes, that is true. Suppose it shouldn't be too hard. Finding wherever they keep it should be at least partially self-explanatory.
Asuka kind of walks back into her cell for a second, and she asks you guys to come with her, and she's just like, while I was getting taken to the various places for their quote unquote interrogations, I was able to map out at least some of the layout of this place in my head. As you see, she has kind of like in the dirt and like sand that's on the ground and stuff like that. There's like various lines that form like a makeshift map. She just explains that every time she was taken to the interrogation place, she made sure to memorize the layout of the hallways and stuff like that. So
Strong and prepared. Okay, like you already.
she ignores you and points out where she believes that the equipment room is, or like where they put the prisoner stuff.
Well, then our first stop is there. Even though there will be some chaos, Misaki would once more go through some incantations. I'll prepare stuff here next time because I find it fun. But I am gonna summon a paper clone.
All right.
Blah blah blah. Cast up to 2 C rank. Blah blah blah. Clone. Trying to figure out because it has just immunity to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, vulnerability, fire. Does this come with HP?
It's not going to have any combat implication to this, even though that definitely can.
I know. I'm more verifying for my own sake with it.
So I'm just going to need a stealth check from everybody, as Asuka does give you guys a very good layout of the place, so you're able to get to the equipment room. But this is more so just about how much attention you draw to yourself.
Ooh, one more thing to help us as we're doing this. Along with Le Paper Clone, which they're going to go in a separate direction, more to just cause distraction, I am also using Origami Subverted. This is essentially, I am flavoring as a hell butterfly, as it is a small origami bird that can move 60 feet and stealth bonus equal to my save DC. Okay, and yeah, it essentially is just gonna be recon, as it can tell me where things are.
All right, I'll let you do a stealth check at advantage then.
Do you want the Origami Savata to do a separate stealth?
No, I was just going to say, just because it's just one skill check, so it's just like it gives you advantage, like as you're able, it's like able to scout out places before you walk into them and that sort of thing.
Yeah. And then we are all rolling stealth, correct?
Yeah. So I think Sakuna was trying to say something though. Her mic was lagging.
While everyone's like discussing plans, talking and all that, I'm going to spend the next, like, I'm assuming they're talking for more than a minute. I'm going to spend more than a minute talking to the insects to use chakra sense, which is a class feature. Where for the next, as long as I keep communicating with insects for the next, this takes an action. I know where everyone is within the next mile. Like within the mile, I know where everyone is as long as they have chakra in them.
I would
So that's
definitely
my
say
recon.
that. Yeah, I would definitely say that gives you advantage as well. That's a very good ability.
I'm just gonna say Asuka has to already be hating me because this character is not stealthy.
No one here is. I thought that was what we found out. No one here can use stealth effectively.
Yeah, so Asuka kind of she gets ready to start sneaking and everything. She's just like, all right, guys, so we're gonna have to be super subtle about this. And she looks back at the rest of you guys, and Florence just kind of speaks up and is like, yeah, sorry, we don't exactly do subtle. I do, but not this oaf right here, as he pats Sokka on the back of the head.
Second looks at one. Well, I learned on my last, let's say, vacation,
Oh, you mean
aka slaying Aburami. Um, he learned that stealth could be good, so he did practice it. As I rolled a 25 for stealth with advantage.
yeah, he starts poking fun at you, and he's like, oh, so that was practice the last time we had to raid that bandit camp, and you ended up killing everybody there.
It's still stealth if no one knows I was there.
Heavy stealth.
He scoffs and starts, he's going to make his stealth check as well.
That is accurate, though. Yes, I will say fucking Masaki, knowing that he's not one for stealth, is staying more middle to back.
Yeah.
Because he's aware he is not the most subtle a person. Ouch.
Everything is stealth if no one sees you.
Indeed,
Or if no.
indeed.
Or if there's no one left to see you.
See, there's 3 types of stealth in this world. There's stealth, which is regular, just sneak around. There's heavy stealth, where you slay everything in sight, leave no witnesses. And then there's intimidation stealth, what Gabriel does 90% of the time, where you just scare them to the point they're like, oh, I never seen you.
That's funny. Let me see. I'll let you guys if the people who are doing special stuff, I'll let your lieutenants also gain the benefits of your stuff. So let me roll.
So that
real quick.
means my dude has advantage.
Yeah, like you meditate for a second, Sakura, and you send out these bugs that all crawl throughout the halls of this prison. And yeah, you get the chakra signatures of various people. I'll say you can inform Viktor if you want, but you see near the area where Asuka thinks that the equipment room is at, you see there's some guards there that have picked up a very long katana and are like swinging it around.
Oh yeah, I'll let Victor know. I'm gonna do the playing with your sword.
They're doing what?
They're playing with your sword like it's a cheap toy.
Oh, hell no. How long is my bloodletting weapon last?
Tsuchiwato has flames in his eyes as he when you say he did what, he doubles. He's like, he did what?
Fuck. I
Second, I simply smile. It's gonna be fun.
Alright, fine. Okay, stuff is out of the window.
He starts stomping towards the hallway as you guys start sneaking and stuff. So Tsuchiwato will not have advantage on his. He will have disadvantage on his stealth check. So you guys just need a majority success. So how many is it? 6 total. So you need at least 3 successes, basically.
Well, we
I
got
hope
2.
y'all can clutch it, please.
He somehow gets he gets a 21.
He's seething, but he knows to keep his voice down.
No, the way
he's yelling very quietly.
the way I think it goes down is that he's stomping through the halls. If there is a guard there, I think before the guard even like sees him, Tsuchiwato just punches his head into the wall and knocks him out. He's seething with rage.
Okay, so did you say we roll with advantage?
Victor, you just roll regular. Because I don't
That's
think,
fair.
unless you're using like a jutsu or some sort of technique yeah.
I'm going in. 17.
So yeah, you guys all end up actually That's just funny. I think Tsuchiwado just has this violent stealth at this point. But yeah,
He's clumsy but violent.
That's my lieutenant.
yeah, no, along the clumsy thing as well, it's just like he slips when a guard is about to see him. Like he slips and hits the ground, and the guard just doesn't see him because he fell behind like a wall or something. So yeah, he just somehow manages to not be seen along the way there. But you guys do eventually get to your equipment room. Is that even with your lieutenants, that still counts as success because that's 3 successes. Um, yeah, so you guys are kind of like ghosts throughout this hallway and stuff, able to sneak past guards as you eventually get to your equipment room, and you guys can volunteer and who wants to go first. You describe what you were wearing before, but like what are your you can describe your magic items and stuff. You don't have to like go into detail with what everything that they can do, but quick summary of your each of you guys' magic items.
Rock, paper, scissors to see who starts.
And I can
I
start
vote
since
the
I've
mascot.
technically had it from the start. My magic item is very much my Zanpakuto. It is a simple katana supporting a dark purple handle and a circular handguard, fit with a deep red sheath. Do you want us to go over the effects of them, or let that be?
You can do like a maybe. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to do like it would mostly be like a summary, that sort of deal of what the effects are. So you don't have to read like word for word what each feature does, but it's mainly just
All right.
if you guys how much you guys want to show off your magic items and stuff.
Well, then in my case, outside of using Shikai, because yes, it has a Shikai form, the sword also has a few other charges that it can do for extra abilities that it's able to run. I will let those come up when they come up, though. So,
Yep, and then you have your there's a thurible that attaches to the hilt of your weapon as well.
oh yeah, I forget about that.
And for reference, if you don't know what a thurible is, guys, the thurible is basically like that thing. You know that it hangs by a chain, but it has like the dome that contains like incense or like some sort of like smoky substance that they use during church services. Like like they swing it around and then it like leaves a trail of smoke and stuff. There's a small one at the end of the hilt of Enraku, which is Masaki's blade, his magic item.
Yes.
And Sakuna, do you want to explain your magic item?
Sakuna has almost like a hairpiece. I think it's a hairpiece. So I understand. It's a hairpiece that helps hold his hair back. That amplifies his connection with the insects. To the point he can actually use extra chakra to mutate them and modify them for better use, better attacks and defense. He also has a second part to it, which is a hexagon symbol that have like a beehive looking connection that attaches to this hairpiece that allows him to amplify his chakra ability with the insects, as well as create him lighter on his feet.
Yeah, specifically speaking, I would definitely say if you want there to be a mechanical sort of thing like a hairpiece that assists with it as well. But the main thing that you have is the hive node, is that like that bump on your forehead. It's not
Yeah,
a
sorry.
horn, but yeah, you're
Sorry, it's a bump. My bad. I was thinking of something else.
you're all good.
But I know what it does. I just think of a different item.
Yeah, no, you still got
So
the use of
it's-
it right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sakuna I'll try to find a good image for each of you guys' magic items to put up on the screen and stuff. But yeah, Sakuna has this It almost looks like a horn a little bit, like a short horn, but it doesn't like break the skin or anything like that. It's this bump in between his brow, or his two eyebrows that's in between in the center. Uh, it amplifies his connection to the bugs. It's like a sort of mutation. So your magic item is actually like it's a separate thing. Like it can be cut off if somebody wanted to like cut off that like part of on your head and stuff. But it technically is a part of your body. Like it's a mutation that's developed as a result of your special situation with your bugs. And then around that bump on his forehead, there's this hexagon, like he said, that this hexagon metal sort of contraption that appears to limit the chaotic effects of his mutation. And that lets him have some bug senses, some superhuman senses and stuff. But finally, last but not least, we have Viktor. Do you want to explain your magic item?
I have a sword and a hat.
Crazy.
Short and sweet.
I mean, that's kind of what they are. I want to reveal the abilities, especially of the sword later.
Okay, yeah, that's
more
fine.
fun.
Yeah. There will be, like I said, like a picture and then like a little short like card that explains your magic items that'll go up on the screen for
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But with that being said, I will, with you guys' stealth result, what that was going to influence is whether you're going to have a surprise round for the combat that's going to happen next session. There is, no, Sushiwato goes right here. Whoops, hold up. I'm trying to figure out why it's lagging. Hold up.
Take time, take time.
Don't take time. I want to sleep.
Yeah, I know it's getting late for me. That's why I was getting ready to wrap up this session with just what is going on with my computer today?
For the people who are watching, I am kidding. This is great. I am not being held hostage. Please don't save me.
I heard sarcasm.
Just don't,
You liar.
just don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. Hearing banging sounds in the background. Don't worry about it.
I am not being held here against my will. There is not a shuriken gun placed towards my head. Haha.
Just heavily
Not
blinking.
here.
Ha! Six for you. If I would do that, I would use a dagger launcher.
I love the ballistic weapons.
The fuck?
But yeah, that those are exotic weapons for Naruto hobby. But yeah, so as we wrap up the session, let me see here. This will at least give you guys a
quickly nuked.
You want the loot?
No, we all get quickly nuked.
Oh. I thought you wanted an instrument.
All right.
I mean, that would be pretty cool. I don't even care if I was good at playing it. I would just play it to annoy my lieutenant at this point.
Bet.
I hope you know this is gonna be. What's the captain with the flower hat?
I know what you're talking
What's
about in
his
Bleach.
It's gonna be. It's that relation. Him and his
Shunsui?
lieutenant. That is the yes, Shunsui.
I
That
love
is the
that guy.
relationship that I am seeing for this. I hope you know.
Shunsui is amazing.
He
Yeah,
is
I'll say,
amazing.
as we're wrapping the session up and everybody's getting their equipment together, I just want to describe what their full gear looks like. So Florence, he usually, when it's time for battle and stuff and for his assignments, he wears this. It's a black jacket similar to Sakuna's, but with a lot more pockets and stuff, like cargo pockets, that sort of deal. And has a feathered portion of like where you can pull up a hood and stuff. But he has on this mask. That's like kind of like an Anbu mask a little bit. He stole it from an Anbu in the past, but yeah, that's his general appearance and stuff. And you see Asuka grabs this bag and she's like fumbling around. You see there's various contraptions that you guys have never seen before. Like the technology age is not anywhere near what she's carrying and stuff. And she's like grumbling to herself. And she's like, they moved my nitroglycerin hysate. I don't know anything about chemicals, but that's like she's saying shit like along the lines of that. She's like complaining about her various chemical concoctions that she has and stuff.
Masaki is just like leaning over his shoulder, just looking curiously. Did you expect them not to move it?
But there's no way that those idiots know what it is. So it's just give me 1 second. I have to organize everything. She's dumping vials into each other and causing like chemical reactions and stuff as she's looking at it.
Hmm.
And
Sakuna is getting into a new suit, grabbing a giant Adachi sword, and that's it.
yeah, no, you guys finally get all like clean clothes. So you get this shot of you guys all walking out of the hallway, fully suited up and everything. Tsuchiwato bumps into something on like hanging like a lamp hanging from the ceiling at the end of the slow motion scene. And I will let you guys place yourselves wherever you want on the map, just not on like the stairwell right here. So it's basically anywhere on ground level, you guys will have a surprise round to start off wherever you want.
I want to be in the middle
The
of that
very
horde.
best. Like no one
No,
ever was.
I want to be up here. Can I be up here?
No, it's just anywhere on ground level. So anywhere that's not like
Oh,
this like
okay,
staircase.
not okay.
So basically,
I
like
see.
in this room, you guys can be. It's you get to this like, it's a stone walled area.
I'm gonna just do this so we are all like on the grid. Honestly, Misaki is once everyone is geared and he grabbed the very few supplies he had, which to note, the only other supplies he had were like blood pills, chakra pills, and I think military pills. Yep.
I'm keeping my stuff a secret. Fuck you.
And his appearance doesn't really change. He does clean off his fucking Chihakacho because god damn it, he likes it.
Yeah, you're not wearing. Your clothes aren't covered in blood and camel shit anymore. So
Yeah.
and yeah, where are you guys? Where do you guys want to place yourselves, or do you want to just like come in through the hallway right here?
Masaki is gonna come through the hall. He's gonna be here. Yeah, he's just walking straight in because I have a very specific thing I want to do, and but I don't know if that's now or next time. So
I want to place myself here.
no,
You can't, not
it's
on the
past
stairwell.
stairs.
Because I knew if I didn't say the stairwell, you guys would just crowd around Husama Naim.
Hey, can I be over here? What do you mean? Why? How could you possibly know that?
You guys are just gonna jump Husama Naim to start off.
How
I know
could
exactly
you
how this
possibly
combat's
know
going.
that?
It's fine. Look, we just wanted to say hi to them.
Hi and bye.
Yeah.
Say hello to Shoji for me.
So you got this is just where you guys are starting. Is Sakuna starting anywhere specific?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll save for the what he does like as he just like walks there for next time. Unless you want us to say it now or you want
No. Combat is going to start next session. I was just giving you guys a chance to position yourself wherever you want on the map since you succeeded your stealth check. So you're catching these people off guard as you see.
Hey, I have one question then. Can I have? I don't know how circular this prison is. Can the paper clone make a return at the opposite end? So at the bottom left.
Bottom left.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like there are exactly doors to this area outside.
I won't be a stickler around it. I like to reward abilities like that. So yeah, your clone.
Yeah.
I'll say if you want your insect clone to also be there, Sakuna, it can as well.
Then I'll put so he doesn't have health, it's just invulnerability to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll verify that for next time. I'll give him a purple dot for clone.
Ah, the universal symbol for clone.
And
Yeah.
is
Actually, instead of doing coal, like something else I want to do.
all right.
Who's the strongest swordsman between Mikasa and Victor?
So my character has no wants for that title, but he will
If it's
argue
straight
for
swordsmanship, yeah,
straight swordsmanship's that
probably
definitely Victor.
yeah,
Masaki
Okay.
is definitely more brute strength of a swordsman than anything
Like
else.
guts, kind of.
Yeah, actually, that's a great way of putting it. Yes, he is one-handing an odachi, just
It
to
could not be
clarify.
called a sword. It was a large lump of metal.
Yeah, like it's
yeah.
very much just he has skill
Okay.
with it. He isn't as skilled, is properly skilled.
So I need to know where Victor would be.
What the
Up
fuck
there?
are you planning?
I'm interested in this as well. Before we wrap up, I want to hear what are you planning based upon where he's standing.
Where would you be, Victor?
I wanted to be with Huzam, but I will stand where I am if not. The demon child seems to be planning something, and I do not want to stand in its way.
How'd you get over there?
I'm very maneuverable.
Okay, so I'll do it to Misaki then.
I'm
Misaki,
scared.
you see blue chakra threads. So Sakura puts on some leather white gloves with markings on them. For chakra threads need to pour out of them and attach themselves to Misaki.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, your weaver gloves. So yeah, you put those on, and chakra strings fly out from his gloves and land onto you, Misaki. So is this your helping control allies thing?
Yep, it's my initiative. I can do that on initiative.
Speaking of which, you guys can go ahead and roll initiative as we wrap up the session. You guys all are able to sneak up. You can clearly see that Husam and Naeem are standing on top of this stone platform with stairs leading up to it, and they're giving a speech to these masked guards, the same ones that were also helping interrogate you. They all look very annoyed as Husam and Naeem are kind of just like blustering on with their speech to them, and that is where we'll end the session as you guys walk up blade in hand and get ready to, I assume, murder the shit out of them.
Maybe. Look, it's not set in stone yet. After all, there's some humiliation to return.
This is going to be a fun combat next session. Sakano, you can go ahead and roll initiative.
This is gonna be cathartic after what we just had to go through.
19. All right.
It's plus 3 to hashtag again, so it's 20. So it's 22.
Okay. So, actually, Masaki, you have a +5 to initiative, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, fuck. When did that happen?
Let me make sure I'm not tripping. I'm pretty sure that's one of the features of your magic item.
Oh, fuck, is it?
Let me not just say what. Give me 1 second.
That's something I missed, if it is.
Yeah, I'm about to check for you real quick. And Raku.
Oh, shit. To ask for the magic item, do I have a max amount of charges? Or is that just whatever the roll is?
It's whatever the roll is. That's how much you have per long
Okay,
rest.
let me roll that now since I have yet to do that. So I have 6 charges.
I'm gonna cut this last part out, but
Yeah.
You're going to see how a master plays a weaver in hell. Well, next session.
And cause there's a bonus action, blah blah blah.
Yeah, you gain a +5 to your initiative rolls from your Reaper's Thurible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, +5 to initiative and then passive perception.
Okay.
That's what that's your passive benefit, I think.
Then I'll just move this to a 23 for now, but I will add that in here.
All right, but yeah, so I'll let Shadow go to sleep. So we end off with you guys walking on the speech, like I said before, and as you guys all hold your individual blades in hand, the light from the torchlight kind of shines on it, and it causes the screen to flash white as we see Scorched Earth appear on the screen, and that's where we're in the session.
Whoa.
Oh.